Hey beautiful, it's your girl LaShondra and I'm back with another video. Today we are discussing why you shouldn't be buying a vendor's list and how I made $500 my first week of launching. So go ahead and thumbs up the video, hit that subscribe button so you do not miss any of this great information and keep watching. Okay, y'all, so I really was gonna do the gloss video next. I promise I was, but I felt like I should get this out here because I am seeing so many comments under vendors list and so many people missing the mark and spending all this money on vendors list that they shouldn't be spending. A lot of the vendors lists are honestly scams. Not every vendor's list is created equally. So some, they really do have great intentions. Some I don't believe are doing it with the purposes of scamming you, but a lot of them are. A lot of them know that they're scamming. A lot of them are using information from other people that they've never spoke to. And one of the main things they love to say is, we have vetted and source these vendors so you don't have to. They're literally stealing photos and videos and information from some of you amazing YouTubers and putting it in their ebooks and selling it and saying that they vetted and sourced the vendor and they've never spoken to the person once. So I'm just sick of it. Literally, since starting this business, I have been scammed 2 or 3 times already by total different people that I really trusted and thought were in this to really help people. And I mean, just a business of integrity, like period. Like that's what your business should be. Like this, I just don't understand. So I wanted to put this video out so that I can tell you why. And there are 5 big reasons why you should not be buying a vendor's list. So we're going to talk about that first. And then we're going to talk about how I was able to launch in I say a good way. 500 the first week, I think is fabulous. Some people may be like, that's not a big deal, but it was a big deal to me because I thought I wasn't going to sell anything. Y'all seen the video last week. The first day, nothing sold. So I was like, wait, what had happened? What is going on? But then the next day, everything just started popping in. And I guess I just didn't give it enough time. You know how we impatient. Forgive me. But then right after that, like I said, business started rolling in. I'm getting at least 2 orders per day. And I think for a initial launch, that's pretty amazing, and it can only go up from here if I continue to do business as I'm supposed to and business with integrity. So you're going to see me looking at my computer because I wrote some things down that I do not want to miss, and I want to really show you guys why you should not be purchasing vendors lists, okay? So number 1, quality of the vendors is normally poor when you are purchasing a vendor's list. The reason I say that is because everybody's on Alibaba, everybody's on AliExpress. And so a lot of these vendors lists that you're getting are people who just went down the list of searches on those particular platforms and are just sharing with you the people that they just randomly found on the list. That's just to be honest. Or hearsay. They haven't even talked to the vendors. They haven't even done business with the vendors. And so you're purchasing a list that is basically just a bunch of information that probably is poor quality. Not only that, some of the vendors normally aren't even working anymore. And that's the main sign you can see that they didn't vet the vendors, because if you have been vetting and communicating with these vendors back and forth, you would know that the vendors are out of business. Now, I'm not saying if you have a list of 50 vendors and 1 or 2, that can happen. It could have happened right when you made the ebook and they stopped doing it. Who knows? But when half the vendors list is not working, That's all I'm gonna say. Second, it's gonna be saturated with users because everyone's buying it. If you look at a lot of these major vendor lists, and I won't even say their names, but you guys can drop them in the comments because you already know who they are. You already know the scam artists. You already know the ones that they really not legit. Let's be real. I want you, drop them in the comments and help your other people that are watching this to know not to purchase these lists from these particular people that are selling vendors lists. It's saturated, sis. I mean, if you're looking at, I don't know, it's just me. If I see an ad and the ad got 5,000 comments under it and 5,000 people have bought it, that means 5,000 people are selling the exact same stuff from the exact same vendor. It's gonna be saturated. There's nothing, what are you going to do to stand out when all of you are using the very same list with the same vendors and the exact same merchandise? Now, I want to elaborate on that in another sense. Everything we do is saturated. Let's be honest. I'm doing cosmetics, I'm doing lip glosses, etc. I know that's a saturated market. However, two things. When you're passionate about something, saturation doesn't even matter because the people are going to see that you're passionate about it and you're genuine about it. The second thing is, it's not about what you sell, it's about how you sell it. So it's your brand. So you can be selling the same thing that 20 other people are selling, but with your own twist and your own branding, your voice is going to reach the people that is assigned to you. So saturation is not it's not gonna work. So I wanna be clear about that. However, you do not want to be a person that is a duplicate of someone else and you're selling the exact same things from the exact same list. The third thing, so you purchase the list, and what happens when nobody on the list is gonna work with you? What happens when you don't know how to communicate with the people on the vendors list? Then what? Now you've wasted your money. Now you have spent the money that you could have been investing in your business with someone else that really didn't even do the full research that you could have done yourself. You want to make sure you put your hands in the research because only you know what you want from a vendor. That's just the truth. You can buy lists all day, but you'll look through the list and realize this isn't even what I wanted. This isn't even what I was looking for. Or you find one okay vendor and you just paid $200 for a vendor's list when you could have got on Google and clicked next a few times and found it yourself. That's number 3. Number 4, and probably one of the most important reasons is no one's going to give you their top vendors. I don't care if they're selling the list or not. Let's be real, sis. They're not going to do that. They're not going to tell you the people that they rocking with the most, the hardest, with the best quality, with the stuff that they have that nobody else can get anywhere, which is why it's selling so much. They're not going to tell you that. Just think about it from another perspective. Because I see comments saying, oh, people don't want to help you. It's not that people don't want to help you. It's business. It's business, y'all. Several reasons. 1, why should they give you everything they work so hard to find themselves? I'll be honest with you. The way I vetted my vendors, which we're going to talk about in this next portion of how I was able to achieve 500 in the first week without having a vendors list. But I will say this to you, the research and the time and effort that it takes you to find a good vendors can sometimes be weeks, literally months. If you go through all of that to get the perfect vendor for you and your store, why would you give it to someone else? That's not good business sense. There's a difference in helping and literally just, I'm going to do the work for you. People should help you and tell you ways to find your own vendors, but they shouldn't give you their vendors. That's just good business sense. And what we fail to realize is we don't do that with anybody else. We love to do that with small-owned businesses, Black-owned businesses, and try to say, oh, don't nobody want to help me. No, sis, first of all, you need to help yourself. That's number one. Secondly, you're not going to Walmart asking them where they vendors from. You're not going to Target asking them where they vendors from. You're not going to go in KFC or Ruth Chris and tell them give you the recipe and expect to get it. Now, some might. There's a few people in there that might do that. Cool. But for the most part, the majority of the world, you're not going to do that. Why? Because you know that that's theirs and they're not going to give it to you. If KFC wouldn't be KFC if Church's Chicken, Chick-fil-A, and Cane's all made the chicken the same way that KFC did. How would they be different? How would they stand apart if they shared their recipe? They would not. That makes no sense. Which brings me to number 5, supply and demand. So if everybody got the supply, where is the demand? That's business, sis. So if I found the plug and I've become the plug, I got the supply, I'm now in demand. I'm not going to give it to everybody else. Like, that just doesn't make any sense. How is my business going to be different? Especially, again, let's go back to the saturated market. So those are the 5 reasons that I feel you should not buy a vendor's list, and also why I feel like you shouldn't be questioning people if they don't want to give you their vendor's list. I'm just being real with you and honest with you. Even when we show you our DIYs, things like that, let's use lip gloss as an example. I'm not going to give you the colors that I'm using. I'm going to show you how to make the lip gloss, but I wouldn't tell you step by step, this is the color that I'm using in all of my products, because then what makes my lip gloss or anything that I'm doing any differently if we're all making it exactly the same? It's okay to be inspired by people in business. It's not okay to copy, because that makes you not stand out. Why would you want to? You are getting in business because you want to be successful. Successful people don't copy people. Period. Okay? So, moving on to how I made that 500 the first week without a vendor's list. So, I have nothing on my site from Alibaba or AliExpress. Nothing. Even if you see something that you may have saw it on AliExpress or Alibaba because they copy everything that they see out, I did not get any of my stuff from those places. And why? Because of the very 5 reasons I just told you. I vetted small business owners. I contacted different places that did not even advertise that they were doing wholesale. And I just shot my shot. Like, we too scared sometimes to put ourselves out there. I shot my shot and I was like, hey, like, I'm a new business. I'm trying to get out there and I really want to sell some, like, you know, unique pieces. I contacted people who had made homemade jewelry, etc. And then the very stuff that I could not find, I made it myself. So that is literally how I got into making the lipsticks and lip glosses, because I was looking at private labels and different things. They were, one, I felt too high. They were too high to start off. So that would make me have to charge my customers what I felt was way too much money. And the very things that I would complain about when I would go into a makeup store and be like, why is this lipstick $30? Why? I don't understand. So I didn't want to do that. So the only choice I had to be able to sell something at the price that I felt was worth my time, worth my packaging, worth my effort, everything, and still offer a good price to the people that are purchasing from me, my consumers, my people that support me. I had to decide, okay, I'm going to make it myself. And sometimes that's what you'll have to do. That's another reason you shouldn't buy the vendor's list, because A lot of people are getting their stuff custom made, sis. So you buying a list from them, they not even using that stuff. They got a designer or got somebody else making that stuff, because that's the way you're going to stand out. Custom made or making it yourself. So again, what I could not find for what I felt was worth the price, I said, okay, I'm going to teach myself and I'm going to learn how to do it on my own. So that to me made me stand out. That was one of the things. And I decided I was going to be different. I decided I don't want to do what I see everybody else doing. Yes, a lot of people are selling cosmetics, but not everybody is making their cosmetics. And because I'm making my cosmetics, I get the right to customize the colors the way that I see fit. So it gives me that control. It gives me the power of over my business. And that is the whole that's one of the perks of having your own business, is that you get to maintain control and customize the way you like it. So for example, a lot of matte lipsticks to me feel very dry. When you put them on, it's like they make your lips stick. I can't explain it, but I don't like it. So when I'm making my mattes, I'm putting just a little bit more moisturizer in it, just because I don't like the way that it feels. I still want the matte look, but I don't want the drying effect on my lips. So it's about finding that balance. So you can literally decide, I'm going to go ahead and make it myself, or shoot your shot, sis. Reach out to people that you don't even think will offer wholesale. All they can do is say no. And if they say no, all right, move on to the next one. Look at different stores. I also went on Instagram, typed in wholesale vendors, typed in wholesale for whatever I was looking for, looked at their stuff, looked at their quality, looked at their reviews, and then reached out to them, because they're not sitting there on Alibaba and AliExpress where everybody is going. So that was one of the things that I did as far as being able to launch my business without a vendor's list. The other thing I did was I started promoting. As soon as I decided that I was going to do my own business, I started promoting right then and there. Look, I love B, y'all. She the bomb, right? But she the only one can just drop something on you and it's gonna sell out. We ain't B, sis. We ain't B. Not yet. Not yet. We ain't there. Well, I don't even want to be B, but you know what I'm saying. We ain't there yet, right? So we got to promote. We got to let people know that we here. Hey, I'm here. I'm about to do business, showing them behind the scenes, showing them what you're working on, showing them what you're doing. Because you can't do that. You can't just be like, all right, I'm finna open a business, and tomorrow, boom, business open, and think that you're going to sell out the first week or make a lot of sales. You're not, because you haven't built trust. You haven't built rapport. See, that's part of the process. Although you are promoting, you are also building trust with your audience. You're letting them know who you are. They're getting to get to know you and what business practices you have and what you're doing behind the scenes that says, okay, I trust her and I want to purchase from her. Especially with so many scams going on right now. People are scamming you about any and everything. You don't hardly know who you're dealing with. So for me, now my mind frame is, I got to see you doing stuff first. I got to constantly see your posts. I got to see how you move. So I decide, okay, I'm going to purchase from this particular person because now I've built trust with you. I feel like you have integrity in your business. So that's part of the reason you want to begin launching. So I started launching, and well, I apologize. I started promoting 6 weeks before the business even launched. I was doing these YouTube videos, showing you guys how I make my products, giving you hints of what was going to be in the store, showing you who I am and introducing you to me. That is how my business was able to sell 500 in the first week, because I began promoting myself. Not Facebook ads, all of that. That's free promotion, sis. That's free game. That's just like, hey, I'm here. This is what I'm about to do. That's just to get them excited about what you're doing and anticipating, and even to get their coins together, because everybody don't got money to just drop out and shop like that. Boom, boom, boom. But if I'm giving you what's going on for like 6 weeks, You getting prepared. You already know Shonda lip gloss is dropping in 6 weeks. I need to have that $10 ready, you know? So those are the things that I did, and just constantly promoting your stuff. It don't matter if you don't get one like. And that's something you're going to have to get thick skin about. And I believe that because I already had a platform prior to starting this business, I kind of already understood that, and I had already gotten past the likes. When I first started that platform, I was so like, oh my gosh, nobody's liking my stuff. Get over it. They're not going to like it at first, but that's okay. You just keep putting it in their face. Think about a movie when a movie launches. How many times do you see that premiere before the movie even comes out? How many times do you literally be like, oh my God, they're going to show this advertisement again? But guess who's going to be at the movies when it come out? Guess who's going to be watching it on their TV when it drop on Netflix? Because they have been advertising it over and over again. Statistics say that a person has to see something at least 19 times, honestly, before they buy it. Most people. Unless you have like your down supporters, they just support everything you do. Soon as you drop, they buying it. But for the most part, not family and friends, strangers, they gonna have to see this repeatedly before it gets in their head. Oh, I should go ahead and purchase that. I keep seeing that. Not only that, y'all, people forget. They might see something and love it and be like, man, I really want to buy that. But they go to doing something else, and then they totally forgot that you even posted that. So you have to keep posting. Literally every time I post, I end up getting a purchase. And that post might have only got one like from that one person that purchased it. That ain't worth it to you? A second posting your business, something that you love, something that you have put your hard work in? I think so. So I hope that this has helped you. Again, make sure you hit the thumbs it up, and hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss all of this great information that I will be sharing with you. I promise the next video is me making the lip gloss, y'all. The video is already made, to be quite honest. However, I just wanted to get this video out there first. I hope this helps somebody. Sound off in the comments if you have bought a vendor's list and felt like you were scammed. Sound off in the comments if you bought a great vendor's list so that you can refer it to people who still want to purchase a vendor's list. Because I understand it is a lot of work and some don't want to sit there looking and trying to find. So if you have a legitimate vendor's list that you yourself have used, comment below so that you can help someone else with theirs. And just give me your feedback. Also, comment down below if you have any videos that you would like me to do. And don't forget to go shop at Beautiful Baldies. We have launched and I'm doing a giveaway when the subscribers hit to 500. So you guys share, comment, subscribe so I can get to giving you some great gifts from the shop away real soon. Have a good one.